What if Joy Boy didn't disappear? What if he came back? As Shanks? Not as a king, not as a hero, but as a man who already knows how this story ends. A watcher who doesn't chase the throne because he's waiting for the right person to reach it. Someone who smiles, drinks, and laughs while quietly pushing the world toward its final war. Because Joy Boy doesn't need to rule anymore. He just needs to make sure the right dawn arrives. Joy Boy lived 800 years ago. Not in an age of peace, but in a world ruled by chains. He wasn't remembered for conquering lands. He was remembered for breaking them. Slaves were freed, nations were shaken, the world government was born from fear of his name. He made a promise to the world, a promise so big, it threatened the future itself. And he failed to complete it. But Joy Boy didn't truly disappear. In One Piece, power fades, bodies die. But wills don't die. They wait for the right era and the right person to finish what was started. Shanks is strange. He's a pirate, but the world government doesn't touch him. He can walk into Mariajois, sit in front of the Gorosei, and leave alive. No devil fruit, no hunger for the One Piece, no throne. And yet, the entire world moves when Shanks moves. That's not power, that's authority. Joy Boy didn't want to rule the world. He wanted the world to be free. He never built an empire, he built a future. And Shanks? He could become Pirate King tomorrow. The power, the crew, the respect. It's all there. But he never reaches for the throne. Because kings chase control. Shanks chases timing. Instead of ruling the seas, he chooses one person. Luffy. He gives up an arm. He gives up the spotlight. He gives up his own era. Just like Joy Boy once chose a future over a crown. Shanks chose one too. Not to stand at the end of the story, but to make sure the right person gets there. If you want, the next section can flip the theory on its head, not Shanks inherited Joy Boy's will, but why he might actually be guarding it. What if Joy Boy didn't return as a body, but as a soul? In One Piece, inherited will is real. But what if Oda went one step further? Not inheritance? Continuation. Shanks doesn't chase destiny. He protects it. He doesn't rewrite the future with force. He removes obstacles and waits. He stops wars before they begin. He silences conflicts at the exact moment they would break the world. He meets the Gorosei, not as a threat, but as someone who already understands the game. He doesn't change the world himself. He makes sure the right person does. And that's exactly what Joy Boy failed to do. Maybe that's why he returned this way. Not to try again as a hero, but to succeed as a guardian. Because this time, Joy Boy isn't rushing toward the dawn. He's making sure it arrives. Now, let's be fair. Reincarnation has never been clearly confirmed in One Piece. Oda usually avoids direct answers. He prefers echoes, not copies. And Shanks doesn't act like someone chasing redemption. He has no guilt, no regret, no obsession with fixing the past. So maybe this isn't reincarnation. Maybe it's something deeper. Maybe Joy Boy didn't come back to relive his life, but to correct its outcome. Not as a second chance, but as a safeguard. In One Piece, the strongest forces aren't devil fruits or weapons. They're decisions made at the right moment. And Shanks? He's always there, when the moment matters most. Which raises the real question. Is Shanks Joy Boy reborn? Or is he what Joy Boy became, after learning how destiny really works? Maybe Shanks isn't Joy Boy reborn. Maybe he's Joy Boy's final safeguard. Not a legend meant to be remembered, but a presence meant to intervene. The man who exists only to make sure Joy Boy's mistake is never repeated. Not by ruling the world, not by changing fate, but by standing at the edges of history and nudging it, just enough, until the right dawn arrives. So the question isn't, is Shanks Joy Boy? The real question is, what happens when Shanks decides his job is finished?